A 4-ton piece of a SpaceX rocket hit the moon at roughly 5,400 miles per hour. You might expect a massive crater. Instead, when a spacecraft finally looked down at the impact site, the scar was surprisingly difficult to see. And that's what makes these images so interesting. On August 5, 2026, the upper stage of a Falcon 9 rocket struck the lunar surface near the Einstein crater. The collision wasn't a surprise. Astronomers had predicted the impact months in advance, calculating when and where the abandoned rocket stage would eventually meet the moon. But predicting an impact is one thing. Actually seeing what it does to the lunar surface is something else. And for that, scientists had a spacecraft in exactly the right place. South Korea's Danuri lunar orbiter was traveling about 100 kilometers above the moon. It had already photographed the region before the collision. Then, after the predicted impact, Danuri passed over the area again. Those before and after observations became some of the first photographic evidence of the new impact site. The difference is subtle. There isn't a giant hole stretching across the lunar landscape. Instead, researchers can identify changes in the terrain and traces of material thrown outward from the impact. And that tells us something important about what really happens when human hardware hits another world. The rocket stage had been traveling through space for more than a year. It began its journey in January 2025, when a Falcon 9 launched the Firefly Blue Ghost lunar mission. The rocket successfully completed its job of delivering the payload toward its intended trajectory, but the upper stage was left without the fuel and mission profile needed for a controlled disposal maneuver. From there, its orbit became a long gravitational tug-of-war. Earth pulled on it, the moon pulled on it, and the sun affected its trajectory as well. Tiny changes accumulated over time. Eventually, the trajectory intersected the moon, and there was no atmosphere to slow the rocket down. So the upper stage arrived at the lunar surface at enormous speed. That speed is important. The moon has essentially no atmosphere, meaning a large object doesn't have to survive atmospheric heating before reaching the ground. It simply keeps coming. And at impact, the rocket's kinetic energy was transferred into the lunar surface. Rock and dust were blasted outward. A new impact feature was created. But here's where the story becomes much stranger. The impact itself was predicted well enough that astronomers around the world tried to observe it. Yet the actual collision proved extremely difficult to capture directly. Ground-based observations faced challenging timing and viewing conditions. Instead of a dramatic movie-like flash appearing on camera, one of the strongest early pieces of evidence came from something far less obvious: light from chemical elements. Astronomers using the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope in Chile detected spectral signatures associated with material released after the impact. Among those signals were sodium and lithium. Sodium can come from lunar material blasted from the surface. Lithium was also detected and may have been associated with the rocket material. In other words, scientists could detect the aftermath even when they couldn't simply point a camera at the moment of collision. Then came the images. Danuri had something ground-based telescopes didn't: a position in lunar orbit. And that made a before and after comparison possible. The spacecraft photographed the area before the impact and then returned to image it afterward. That comparison allows researchers to identify changes that weren't there before. And perhaps the most surprising thing about the photographs is just how small the feature looks. Remember, the moon is about 2,160 miles across. Against that enormous landscape, a crater only tens of feet across is almost nothing. It is a tiny artificial scar on an entire world. But scientifically, tiny doesn't mean unimportant. An impact like this gives researchers an opportunity to study how spacecraft hardware interacts with the lunar surface. It can help scientists understand the distribution of impact debris, the appearance of fresh impact sites, and the behavior of lunar soil when struck at high speed. And because this impact was predicted in advance, researchers have something especially valuable: observations from before the event. That turns the collision into something more useful than a simple accident. It becomes a natural experiment. Scientists know approximately what object hit the moon. They know where it hit. They know when it happened. And they have observations of the same region from before and after the collision. That's a rare combination. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter may provide additional observations of the site, giving researchers another view and potentially higher resolution data. The more images scientists collect, the better they can determine the exact shape and size of the new crater and the material scattered around it. And this matters more as lunar exploration accelerates. The moon is becoming busier. Governments are sending spacecraft. Private companies are developing lunar landers. Future missions could place more equipment on and around the lunar surface than ever before. That means understanding what happens when hardware reaches the end of its mission is becoming increasingly important. For decades, the moon seemed like a distant, untouched destination. But now, human technology is leaving physical traces there. This particular impact wasn't a deliberate attack on the moon. It was the eventual consequence of an uncontrolled trajectory after a lunar mission. And that distinction matters. Spacecraft don't simply disappear when their missions end. Depending on their trajectory, they can remain in orbit, return toward Earth, enter the Sun's orbit, or, sometimes, collide with another celestial body. In this case, the destination was the moon. A rocket stage that began its journey carrying a lunar mission eventually became the object of another lunar experiment entirely. And perhaps the most remarkable part is that we can now see the evidence. Not as a spectacular explosion, not as a giant crater visible from Earth, but as a subtle change recorded by a spacecraft orbiting another world. The moon has been struck by asteroids for billions of years. Now, among those natural scars, there is a new category of impact, one created by something humans built, and that tiny mark may be a preview of a much busier future around the moon. Because as humanity sends more machines there, the question is no longer whether we will change the lunar environment. It's how carefully we will manage the changes we leave behind. And somewhere near Einstein crater, the moon now has a very small reminder that humanity has arrived.